Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Oh, Mike, I've got chat coming through. This is great. This is already good. How's everybody doing? Brian over on YouTube, Mike over on YouTube. How's everybody been doing? You guys good? So if you guys are watching on YouTube, that's great. I can see your where you're watching from, and I'm also broadcasting this on my Twitch. So if you guys are watching on my Twitch, don't forget to come over and say hi to the guys over on Fishman's Facebook, YouTube, and also now Twitch page. So we'll be sharing the love, I'm sure. But I'm excited as usual. Got my Fishman Tripleplay wireless, fully charged, ready to go. So I'm excited. Gonna do a little bit of jamming. Today I'm gonna show you more how I use Tripleplay here in the studio. So for me, I'm a terrible keyboard player. I have different synths all over the place, controller keyboards by various brands, and I just, the time it takes to try and like learn a chord on a guitar, then put it on keys, I can't do it. I can't do it. So Tripleplay comes out and it saves me all the time. So, hey Tyler, what's up? Doing well, looking forward to the stream. Thanks, Mike. Mohammed over on Facebook, hi. That's awesome. And also we have the guys from Fishman helping out in the chat today. So if I do miss your question or comment, then hopefully I can see already. Looks like they're typing and they're already on it. So I think the only thing we need to do is head down to the Fishman studio, grab a couple of axes, chill out, make some music together. Sounds easy, right? I don't know. What do you think? Great to see you too, guys. Awesome. Well, let's do that. Let's go downstairs and let's grab a couple of guitars and make some music, have some fun, and I'll be happy to answer as many questions as I can whilst we're doing that. So let's do it, guys. Here we are, and it's a little bit cooler downstairs in the Fishman room. It's nice and chill down here. Dig in the background, Brian says, cool. How's everybody been doing? You guys still recovering from your huge Thanksgiving dinners and lunches? All right, so as we go through today, I can share what's going down over on my computer over here. So I am going to be using Ableton today, and everything that I kind of do and show today. What up? Over on Twitch, lots of emojis, bang bang. Everything that I show you today, I'm using Ableton. You can do in Cubase, Logic, Pro Tools, whatever DAW you are using. So it's not really DAW specific what I'm doing today. It's just what me and my band, McRocklin Hutch, use. So let's kill the music, because we need to grab a guitar. And this is what we have. Can we get a close? I installed this myself, and my guitar tech didn't come anywhere near it, and it took me just a few minutes, so I'm very proud of myself. But it's super simple to install. Literally just get this guy plugged in. Oh, there we go. That was weird, huh? Lost your audio. Thanks for that, Jason. Thanks for the heads up. So what I was just saying is everything that we will be talking about today is not DAW specific. Maybe it's when it goes to that view. That's where we had maybe a different audio setting, but it should be fixed now. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, it took me like literally a couple of minutes to pop this guy on here, and really cool. So to turn it on, power switch right at the top. And the nice thing is my actual audio machine, it's way over there. Like there's a good serious amount of distance in here. So thanks, Mike. So it's pretty cool, like having that wireless facility. I do have the Connect version as well, which is great because you can just plug that straight into your iPad. And we did some sort of footage with Fishman on that, and it's a really, really fantastic option. But when you don't even have this plugged in and you just kind of like move around and play sounds, it's a really, really, really cool thing. So let's get some sounds. What we got? I literally just dumped a couple of my favorite instruments, and I was like, okay, that sounds about right. And as we're heading into the weekend, already at the weekend, I thought maybe some chilled kind of beats would be fun as well. Chilled beats, pads, guitars, shred. Doesn't your hand ever hit that thing? I mean, if I was going crazy on stage, then I'd just have to be more wary of it. So, but it seems to work pretty damn well for me. And I guess this bridge is a very, very low profile. This question came in over on Twitch. Yo, Joseph. Nice to see you guys. But I guess if you had like a Floyd Rose or a more of a traditional bridge, then the gap would be, you know, less so because it would be more in line. But this is a very, very flat bridge. But it's a good question. All right. So, sounds, what we got? Pads. Evening Thomas, I got one since the last time you showed it off, and it's amazing. Oh, that's awesome. You see, right away, like as I mentioned earlier, I definitely can't play keyboard. We've established that by now. And just noodling on chords, like let's get right into this. Let's just record something. You guys are gonna have to let me know. Am I gonna get the chord sequence in 1, 2, or 3, or 4 takes? Are we going to get this in 1? It'd be cool to see how you audience it. Yeah, you can do that really, really easily. It's because this is just essentially, as far as your computer's concerned, it's just a controller keyboard. But the really cool thing is we have this awesome companion app, which you can tweak things. You can actually do this in hardware mode as well, which is really, really nice. But if you wanted to kind of tweak things and change it, you can actually do it on the device itself, on the software, sorry. And that's really, really cool because, you know, if you just sit with a keyboard and mouse, you can just switch the different modes. So for now, I have it on auto mode, which is probably where I'll leave it on most of the time. But you can change that. Maybe as if we do some bass stuff in a little bit, we'll change the mode. So let's go back to Ableton. So yeah, if you're watching this over on my stream on Twitch, we are basically doing a Fishman Takeover today, so it's a little bit of a fun experience. We are live on the Fishman Facebook, YouTube, and their Twitch channels. So we are going to be really, really sort of focusing in on how I use the triple play today. So it's a slightly different stream if you're used to the regular Shred Club. So please do bear that in mind. You know, plenty of time for Kiesel questions, I'm sure. But for now, I gotta get those chords recorded, man. I want to get playing today. Let's give me some one bar count and we'll just go. I'll do one take. I mean, straight away, I'm feeling that. Maybe I shouldn't have went for the vibrato at the end. But you can see, like, straight away, look at that. I mean, the notes are, like, pretty damn right on it, you know? Did I go sharp? No, I just put one extra note, maybe? Pretty damn, like to play that in, that'd take a while, so pretty cool. Let's get a guitar tone. If I get another triple play and install the neck position. That is funny, man. Over on YouTube, you're already trolling me. Yeah, you'll definitely get a warmer position if you put the triple play up on the neck. Right away, like I'm like, that's a groove. Got some chords down. I wonder if we can get a bass line to go with that. Let's flip back over the triple play because obviously there's no bass on there, and I could do octave guitars. Joey M over on YouTube, hey, what's going down? Let's flip back. I don't know why I'm actually unplugging this. Like, there's no reason, so I'll just leave that plugged in. And yeah, because you guys are definitely going to ask, hey, what's you know, what's that clean sound? What's that sparkly clean? This guitar has the Fishman Fluence Tosin set in it, and I have it set up with a 5-way super switch. Nice. Yeah. You surprised that I don't play keyboard so good? Normally pick them. You know, to be honest, I can probably program bass lines, but I just never spent the time, you know, trying to get the sort of chops. But yeah, Tosin Fluence set, really, really cool. 5-way super switch, push-pull, 2 different profiles. Really, really cool set of pickups. Really cool guitar. This is, I guess that was my second Kiesel that I got. And this was the one I was like, okay, let's go with this color, these bodies, these, you know, the tone woods, the whole thing. Really, 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 really cool. All right, oh yeah, I left it on. So let's go back over to the Mac. Let's get a bass sound. What kind of bass sound do you guys think we should go for? Something heavy or just chilled? Something absolutely just mental. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, that's all right. A tuba. That's always a great bass sound, right? See how you get the vibrato on the the string? So there's a couple different modes that we could probably use for that. Right now, it's behaving like nice. It's a nice balance. I believe that is still on auto mode if we flip over to the Mac. Let's just check that out. Yeah, it's on auto mode. But it's really cool how we can do vibrato. That's like really cool. But if we try these different modes like trigger, it's going to be much more like each note, more like a traditional keyboard when you slide your fingers up and down a keyboard. You know, like that. And it tracks really well with sweeped arpeggios as well. It's just crazy. And this is like wireless way, way, way across there. It's so fun. Hey, what's up over on... You guys make me laugh already. Over on Twitch. So really fun. So we have what we have 2 or 3, 4 different modes. Obviously stepped, trigger, smooth. demonstrate a double stop? Let's try that. Now, it doesn't know, like, a double stop is like the same note twice, right? So if we had like a clean and I was going like, I'll show you double stops on my gain and clean sounds in a sec. But like, we are feeding the same note 2 times to Ableton. So a double stop would be pretty tricky, even if you were doing it on a keyboard, it just wouldn't know what the heck is going on, right? But that is double stopping with it, for what it's worth. But for now, I think we're going to go back to that auto mode. We'll just try and get a bass line over the top. Double stop, meaning 2 strings. Oh, that's not... okay, that's a different meaning for double stop. Yeah, that is different. I have lessons on double stop, and it's quite different to what we're explaining. So, let's... We'll come back to that one then. So let's get back in Ableton anyway. Okay, cool. Let's just jam around on it, get some ideas first. Great, thank you. Okay, so the chords, what, like A minor, 7 to an F. We'll just figure it out. We'll hit record, see how many takes we need to get this down. Here we go. Okay. It's a bit heavy. Okay, well, we'll get back the volume down. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I was expecting it to be so, like, you know, it's quite chilled, right? We need Barry White to sing. Maybe we should get all the Fishman guys, you know, on a conference call and get them all singing over the top of it. Let's flip back to the Kiezo Zeus. I mean, for all it's worth, I mean, it wouldn't be any problem just to leave this plugged in and just get your normal guitar toner, just as you would in any other way, whether it's an amp, software, however you get your tone. So basically, you can just turn that off. I'll leave it on for now, and then I can turn off my tuner. Get my gain sound. So let's have a jam around on it. know. I think we should just bounce it out, export it, make a track. So let's see if you guys have any questions so far about what we've done, because you know, recording chords, that for me is a very typical use case. Like I would just pick up my triple play, I would get my chords recorded, and then I'd like play around like, okay, how do I want the arrangement? I'd play some guitar, maybe I'd send it over to Hutch, and Hutch would come up with some bass lines and stuff like that. It's very, very, it helps me to get my like ideas as a guitarist straight into a software synth sound, like without the thinking part, you know, which is great. Yes, it works. Okay, let me catch up on the comments then. So, and hi to David over on YouTube. Welcome. Thanks for hanging with us today. There was a little bit of confusion about the time today. You know, maybe it's time to replace the flip phone because, you know, it's starting to lag apparently. I was 30 minutes out. I'm gonna blame it on the flip phone, guys, but we shall not be late. Sounds good. Seems no latency. Honestly, the tracking is fantastic. Really, really great. Oh yeah, Troll, if you're using East-West. Troll's flipped over to Twitch now. Yeah, if you're using East-West, some sample libraries with this thing, yeah. Super Blonde latency is the lowest on the market, yeah, and I can believe that absolutely, because latency, it's an enemy of mine, like, you know, when it comes to playing guitar. That's why I'm always like looking for the lowest latency audio interface, and I have like a hybrid software setup which works really well. It feels really, really tight. That's why I'm using certain Shure wireless products when I'm playing, you know, like the new SLXD system. Really, really great latency. And yeah, the tracking on this, especially, like, it blows my mind because it's wireless and it's like shooting all the way across there. That is really, really cool. Flip not update with the daylight settings. Apparently not, Joey, apparently not. Hello, I'm a beginner guitarist. What interface do you recommend to buy? That's a great question. I mean, I see on my Discord, or our Discord, because it is a group, the Focusrite Scarlett seems to come up quite often. The PreSonus audio boxes seem to also come up quite often. Those tend to be the tier ones, but there's a plethora of great hardware and devices out there. So really, really cool. I want to purchase the Connect software. I have the original version. That might be a question for the guys at Fishman. I mean, the great thing is when you're buying a triple play of either flavor, you get the Synthmaster software, and I think we should load that up as well, because if you're looking for some really cool synth sounds, dubstep, or analog pads, or lead sounds, it could be a great way of kind of getting a brand new set of sounds that cover a large sort of spectrum. So definitely, you know, keep your eyes out of that. Don't just rip the box open and get your Fishman Tripleplay on there. Do download the software. It's really, really cool. So let me check. Have I missed any more comments? Ministry of Rock 2. That sounds like a good combination to use with Tripleplay for sure. Nice. What comments are you reading? They're not here on Facebook. Bert asks on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, we are also streaming to the Fishman YouTube and their Twitch channel, as well as my Twitch channel as well. So we can let the guys know on Twitch to come check out the YouTube channel of Fishman and Facebook page. Actually, Fishman, to be fair, have been going live a lot recently, and there's been so many times where I've been just chilling in my kitchen and I just Chromecast alive, and it's always good to see Ken Susie's beautiful face on my TV in the kitchen. I think all my family know exactly who Ken is, but they've been getting some really, really cool guests on as well. So very entertaining. So if you are watching over on my Twitch channel, definitely subscribe to the Fishman YouTube channel. They've been on a roll when it comes to lives recently. So Yeah, I have an iPad. Thanks, I will check it out. Yeah, Bob, if you have an iPad, the Connect is absolutely top dollar. I remember I got one back at NAM sitting in the hotel with just my iPad, and I thought I was gonna be watching like old shows. Nope, iPad straight in, Lightning connector on the Triple Play Connect. It was fantastic, really, really cool. So okay, let's get some more sounds going. I think that's what we need to do. Do you offer guitar lessons? Asks Mr. Beatmaker over on YouTube. I have a guitar school. It's called School of McRock. But if you want to actually download lessons, we have like a 95% offer on my store, so maybe you can check that out. But yes, schoolofmcrock.com is where you can check out all my lessons if you are into that. So, guys, pick a key. Does somebody want to pick a key? We're going to delete everything that we've just recorded. We need to just notch it up a little bit. 90% off, yeah. Only 9% off, 95% off, yeah. We went crazy with the deals. All right, who's going to win? Is it going to be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch? Pick a key. That's the deal. Whoever gets it first. Whichever B flat major. Come on now, you're on Twitch. You should know better. B flat major. C sharp minor. Super Blonde asks on YouTube. I mean, to be fair, have we got any guitar geeks in the house? What's the relative minor to B flat major? If anybody wins that, we're gonna have to think of a special shout out for you. Now all the keys are flooding in. What is the relative minor to B flat major? And whilst we figure that out, G minor, look at that. Jason ain't messing around. Jason on Twitch, bada bing. So, Jason, we're going to dedicate this next track to you, okay? First of all, I got to delete what we recorded. Delete it all. Start again. What we got? I drop some beats in. There we go. That's a little bit perkier. What we got? What we got? Repro, okay. This is Hutch's favorites, one of his favorite synth sounds. Or synths, rather. I am a music theory teacher. Okay. Okay. Please try. Oh, okay. Well, there's so many suggestions on what to try with sounds and stuff. Oh, wow. Blending the two together? Wow. Get a beat on. Yeah, that's right, Joey. This is the next McRocklin. Don't tell Hutch. Okay, it was conceived on a stream. That was totally unexpected, but that was really fun. And that is another way that you could use it, just blending cool sounds with your guitar tone. I like that. I'm like, mental note. I'm gonna have that. I'm stealing that for myself. Can we do such a thing? Mellotron sounds, yes. We'll definitely have to try some of that. Can the Triple Play used to write to MIDI? Dude, this actually is MIDI. So that is the amazing thing about it. It literally is sending MIDI notes to Ableton or Cubase or Logic. So as far as your computer is concerned, we're just kind of like playing the notes in. So it is MIDI. Good question though, because I guess it is confusing. It's like, what is this technology? Like, you know, it's fine getting the MIDI data over a wireless to your computer, but what is it? Well, it's MIDI, but very, you know, very like well articulated MIDI, I guess. So, yeah, I think so, Bert. That's a good comment. Yeah. really works very well blending it, as we just saw. Orchestral sounds like strings and guitar could be also very epic. We might have to try that too. So your guitar is a legit MIDI input device with a triple play. That is awesome. That is exactly 100% it. Articulated better than myself. That's exactly it. So I don't know. Let's choose a key. Super Blonde, I believe. You know, somebody trolled me on the key, so I'm gonna go with Super Blonde as the genuine key, and I think she chose C sharp minor, which is a good key. Commando, what's up? Oh, I like the audio blend in it. That's a good question on Facebook. Can it transcribe to tab? I mean, you know, if you go play Eruption and then you go, okay, print it, send it off to the publishers, we're good. Then, you know, but I tell you one thing, for making tab, it will give you one hell of a head start, because all of your notes and stuff like that, it's just going to show up, right? So if you like make a lot of tab, then that could be really, really a good use. I mean, that's I never really thought about that, but that is a great. Yeah, but you're on it. You've got the ideas coming. I like it. Good idea. C sharp minor. C sharp minor. I gotta have a drink before C sharp minor recording. I'm nervous. Shaman, I'll come to that question in a second, yeah, because you missed the start. So what we're gonna do, let's mute the guitar. Okay, we're gonna go C sharp minor, record. Okay, let's do it. 2, 3, 4. We played C sharp minor like that before. Let's change the modes for this sound, because we are playing a different sound. Let's keep it maybe on smooth. Now, it's my job, like as a guitarist, to kind of play on the beat, but trying to play big chords, like whilst keeping the arpeggiator like in time, is tricky. So we'll see how this goes, but. You'll notice here as well, I can adjust the levels of my notes. So for example, the E note, if that's a little bit kind of quiet, we can move that around, drag it up. So do you think, I mean, I might just be also playing it a little bit sort of weak because I'm picking it. So, I don't know, what do you think? We could maybe tweak that. Sustain MIDI F, cool. Yeah, I think probably, yeah, okay. Maybe we'll leave that for now. Okay, let's record something. That combination so much. Let's go again. One more time. We'll get it. Oh my, that was me. That was on me. That was my bad change. Okay, I'm gonna go about 7 out of 10. I played some rubbish chords in there. But to be fair, this is good because this is like how you'd use it. Maybe it's in the real world. Some sounds are gonna be on the money. This sound doesn't really lend itself to me like being a little bit kind of like playing naturally and sloppy and stuff. But what we are left with right here is the basis of like all the chords that we want. And this is kind of like say for example, okay, I'm playing around with notes there, I don't want those. Even if I just go in and delete these notes, is that a big job? Like if we were writing a song and we want to record some string parts and we arrange the parts on the guitar. So there, for example, okay, I drag that note back, we quantized it, and then we have that note there. I mean, we could just select all and do like the shortcut to quantize it as well. But like, so one note there is not right. So pretty cool. Also, I think on that smooth mode, I maybe it's recorded. Let's have a look, see if there's any like extra data coming in here or something. Got that. Yeah, looks like we're okay. Yeah. But like the point is, like recording those chord progressions into Ableton, like as a keyboard player, like for me, it would have still taken a hell of a lot longer than just highlighting a few fluff notes, you know? So, okay, yeah, that's a good point as well, Cortland White on YouTube. Muting. Yeah, well, C# is a hard key. Super Blonde, I'm blaming it all on you. It's your fault. But fear not, because I'm going to put loads of reverb on it. I'm going to hide it into the background, so my dodgy chords are going to be less less in your face. What DAW does everybody use here anyway? We got any other Ableton guys or gals? Are you guys using Cubase? What are you using? There we go. Everything's fixed with loads of reverb. Let's get some bass sounds. In fact, should we try some bass sounds in the software that you get with it? You want to do that? Ah, okay. See, Jason's already on it. Use smooth mode. So this is where we'd come over and choose the smooth mode. Good thing is we now have it on smooth mode for chords. So if you guys are tuning in late, you can do this in hardware, which is awesome. But if you just want to click on the screen, you get this really cool companion app with the Triple Play. And that's where you can change it from auto, trigger, smooth, and stepped. Earlier we were using it in auto mode, and it was really cool because we're doing like bends and vibrato, and that was like really, really cool. I'm glad you use Ableton too. Yeah, it's great. Reaper. Sometimes Logic, because Logic has strings. Yeah. That's a fair question. A fair comment. Yeah, very true. Reaper as well. Okay. Modulars using Ableton. Cool. So we got a few Ableton guys in the house. That is awesome. Let me just adjust one thing over here real quick. Ooh. All right. Nice. Okay, so let's get back in Ableton. Okay, so now it's time to get a really absolutely brutal bass sound. Cubase. Okay, I used to use Cubase. Probably even back in the dongle days. Do you go far back where you use printer port dongles with Cubase? Man. Fun times. Stacked Nuendo and printer port dongles. Oh my gosh. And so you guys can see what I'm doing. Basically, with Triple Play, you get Synth Master 1 included, which is really, really cool. So right here, I'm just gonna drop Synthmaster over my previous massive, and here it is. So let's turn this channel on and we'll have a little jam. Now the really cool thing is I might change the different modes with this. How about display the CPU usage in the door to see the computer whilst... the triple play has very little, if any, impact on that. In the top right, my CPU is doing like 27%, but also this is my typical streaming setup. So I have multi-channel guitar rigs. I have probably about 48 to 50 plugins running live with 6 milliseconds total round trip latency on this setup. But as a whole, the triple play, in my experience, adds no additional CPU overhead. But I see that why you would ask that question is actually a really good question as well. Because, you know, if it was poorly done, you know, it could be having like an extra 10-20% CPU. And if you're on a laptop, then that's an overhead that, you know, you couldn't afford to have. But in my experience, literally turning the triple play on, it does not make a single difference to not even 1% use. It's just the same as a USB controller keyboard in that regard. Oh, look at that! There is no, look at that, Fishman on it. We're both saying exactly the same thing. Yeah, why am I only learning about this now? Angry Animator asked on, comments. Yeah, it's a great product. Really, really great. So let's dial some sounds. I might change that mode. Let's go back to auto mode maybe, because we don't know what kind of sounds we're going to be sticking with. So I feel maybe auto mode's a safe bet. What I also might do is actually tune it up. It would help. It really does help if your guitar is in tune. Whilst I'm having a quick tune-up, now's a great time to fire some questions. If you have any questions so far, I'll do my best. You know, I kind of use this triple play. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on it, to be honest. I kind of use it how a lot of you might want to use it. And for me, it's just like, I turn it on, I play chords, I do some lead lines, or maybe come up with a bass line. It's like a time saver. And then sometimes you get pleasant surprises as well. Because like, as we sort of stumbled on before, certain sounds like, oh, that like arpeggio with that guitar sound is really, really cool. That might be like the idea of a new track that just spawned right there, you know? Okay, I think we're close enough on the tuning. Now we turn it back on, and it connects really quick. So, let's choose some sounds. What kind of sounds? We want a bass sound, right? Let's have a look. Let's go on to the browse mode. Bass. Ooh, I don't know if we want to go quite, you know, crazy Friday night. So these are all arpeggios, but we can scroll through to non-arpeggio sounds. Ooh, that's aggressive. That's pretty cool. Let's try something like that, maybe. It's probably a little bit aggressive, isn't it? We need something a little bit more bounce on it. Maybe it's without that kind of pad. Maybe it's more of a breakbeat sort of style, like this. that sort of vibe. But we're gonna go. Now, you notice that I've dropped this little pitch utility in front, so sometimes I just like to just turn that Ableton on and off and just drops it up and down an octave. Okay, that's cool. So what we're gonna do now is change it. Instead of auto, I think we're gonna go with stepped. Maybe trigger. Yeah, I think that sound is like it's like it wants to be re-triggered every time. So we'll keep playing. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like my head when I came out from the dentist on Monday where I had 4 teeth extracted and I was like wah wah wah. That is like absolutely crazy. That was pretty much what was going through my mind. Okay, I'm still on the hunt for another bass sound, so let's go with some faithful old school massive sounds. Yeah, it's a good comment. Super blonde. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me load something. What's some of your favorite VST instruments, guys? What do you use? Like, do you have like your go-to, you know, synth lead lines, you know, favorite pads? I know Hutch really likes to use Diva. Maybe we should load some Diva. In fact, let's do that. Hutch absolutely, like, I think he adores Diva. It's one of his favorites. I know he uses it a lot on the McRocklin Hutch stuff. It's this guy here. Oh man, I mean the tracking, like for chordal stuff like that. There we go. I mean that is perfect, isn't it? Just turn that up. Put a little bit of echo on it. Even the hammer-ons. Oh, the Spitfire stuff's cool. Yeah, Vital Synth, new in town. Okay. I mean, that's like so on the money, but we want to like a different sound. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we gotta record something with that. Maybe that halftime break with a big pad and a guitar solo or something. Like that. 6 hours later, I'm jamming, but honestly, that is like an exact reason why I think having a triple play in the studio is invaluable, because right now, I know for a fact, I'm gonna save that project and I would not have came up with that chord sequence on a keyboard, no chance. Now, I've got like a verse or a chorus for a track. That's paid for itself right there, you know? So, my next Kiesel, I'm gonna have to get some white colored Fishmans. Yes. Yes. White Fishmans look really, really cool. I have a set in my the Delos HD. Really, really, really cool. Let's catch up a little bit on the comments. What am I missing? Fantastic solo, great sounding guitar, says Bert on Facebook. Thank you, Bert. I really appreciate that. Some really cool comments about the vibes. Something about mountain kits. I think, yeah, the mountain kits, I don't know if they're available separately, but maybe Fishman can help you out with that one. They're nice guys, I'm sure they can. Cool. Looks like everything's all in hand. Carl, hey, what's up? Larry over on Facebook, hi. Yeah, and guys, if you're hanging out on my Twitch channel, this is a bit of a different stream. You know, I've talked about it in my streams that, you know, I use triple play, and I think it's a great piece of hardware to have in the collection for sure. But today we've been chilling out, playing some tracks, coming up with some ideas, and just showing you how I would actually use triple play. And right there, you know, just had like the basis of some tracks with some cool chords playing together with like a random instrument that we loaded. And it's like straight away, I'm like, ah, that's really, really cool. I like it. And don't forget in the different modes as well, you know, when you can do that in vibrato and stuff. In fact, let's just jump back over it one more time. And at the same time, if you guys have any questions that I can help you out with, definitely now's the chance to fire them up. I will get to them as quick as I can. There I go and plug in the guitar again. Like, why do I need to do that? Battery life seems really good, really good. Like, I charge this one up, you know, it obviously depends on how much you use it, but I use it like during the course of a week, on and off quite a few times for, you know, sometimes extended periods, sometimes not. But it's like every month or 6 weeks or so that, okay, it's probably getting low. It's kind of what I do with the Fishman, like, I'll show you one guitar, because now you've mentioned white Fishman fluids. I'll get them and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because it's a similar kind of deal. So speaking of white Fishman fluids, again, this is the Tosin set. Really, really cool set. But they look so good in white. Really, really like this guitar. Looks great. But on the back of it, it has the Fishman USB option, which is like really, really cool. And it kind of got to the point where I kind of just like, I charge it up just as a precaution. Let me flip that camera around a little bit for you guys, get you a bit more guitar. Yeah, so I kind of plug this guitar in just every couple of months, just as a top-up measure, but I've never once had it go flat. I think you get a little red light warning anyway when it's getting flat, so having McRocklin demonstrate products is kind of easy. He's too good. Oh, too kind. I'm too evil, but you're too kind. But yeah, they do look great in white though. That's like that's like a Facebook or YouTube frame, isn't it? Everybody's be like screenshotting and making like silly YouTube frames now. So before we get too silly, guys, let me grab my triple play one more time, and I will show you some of those modes that I was talking. I like that guitar too, Carl. Yeah, it's really, really cool. So yeah, battery life is stellar anyway. So let's delete that. No, let's not delete that because I'm said, you know, we want to keep that. So we're going to keep that MIDI part. I'm going to keep it safe. I'll even rename it. Keep me safe. Okay. See that? How's my typing skills? So let's get some basses and I will show you these different modes real quick. Oh, and that one. Yeah, this is my DC. Yeah, this is what I've been using. Presets. My like display, I need to flip things around. I have a huge display over here, which is for like chat and all that stuff. So I can read that fine. When it comes to like using Ableton, because like my actual rig is like over there, way over there. So I have a secondary mirror display like on my desk where I'm streaming from here now. But I need to get that one bigger as well. Just make everything big, we'll be fine. Your typing makes me want to buy a new keyboard for my PC. It's really weird because when I was like really into like gaming and stuff like that, I had like mechanical keyboards, you know, like but now I just like have this because like I can move around the room and it's wireless and it's like, okay, we need to do that. So we're using like things like this as trackpads. And then every other mouse that's around here as well. Geeky stuff. I need to save money for triple play. Yeah, solid investment. Okay. Let's get some basses. I want to show you. Oh no, let's get leads. And I'm going to show you the different modes. How it like the hardware corresponds with the software. Well, that's cool. Ah, you see straight away, like the subtleties, like the bend, the pull, the little bend, the little vibrato. And then I pluck and hit it open B, and it tracks on the money. Really cool. Now, if we put a guitar on there, if we actually plug it in, that could be a really dynamite combination. I'm gonna dig this. Let's get that beat back on. Let's turn it on. Where's that beat? Where's the beat? There's the beat. Lots of fun. So let's meet the guitar. I like that a lot. Friday night time. Alright, cool. That sound might be good. Ah, stop the beat. Chill out. So what I was going to show you was the difference between trigger and auto modes, because it's really important. Because if you do get a triple play and you just start getting ahead of yourself, and because your computer will just pick this thing up immediately. You get a little USB dongle, you plug it in, you turn it on, your computer will be like, "Hello, let's play, let's go." So it'd be really easy for you to oversee the fact that this is really useful to have. So it's the companion app called Tripleplay. Now, if you want to read the manual and learn that you can do it in hardware mode, then that is awesome. You can do that, and you can swip through the different modes. They actually have an up and down and stuff on the Tripleplay itself. But, you know, if you're like me, if you just want to click, then this is the way to do it. See, now we're bending. And now if it was on trigger, it's like sliding around, right? Now we put on that auto mode. I mean, I'm sweeping there as well, guys. Like sweeping with a MIDI controller. Vibrato. Bends. Just improv with a sound that we just randomly found. So I hope that gives you an idea like how well this tracks. You just choose the right mode for the type of sound that you're going for. It is like wild, crazy. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight on how I like to use Tripleplay and some of its capabilities. I think we're going to do more streams with Tripleplay and also Fishman Fluence pickups in general in the future. So stockpile those questions and let's geek out on all of those streams. But I think I'm going to hang around for a couple more minutes, guys. I have, oh heck yeah. I'm here in the chat. What... let's catch up on this chat because I've missed a few comments. Bluetooth keyboards do rock. Wish I knew about this thing before I bought a MIDI keyboard. Yeah, to me it's more useful than a MIDI keyboard. I mean, I think, you know, it's like, it is good to have a MIDI keyboard though. You know. Yeah, cool. So what I'll do, I'll hang around for, you know, let's say 5 more minutes or so. Don't want to kind of stop you guys from like eating your cheesecake and getting all crazy on the weekend. I really appreciate everybody for hanging around with us today. I've had a blast, and thanks to Fishman for letting me come and just take over their channel, and it's fun. Do you also use this Fishman Tripleplay FC1? I've seen the FC1, but no, I don't have an FC1. Yeah. I wonder how well this performs with finger style playing. Well, it's actually really cool. It's a good question. I mean, I'm not really a finger player per se, but I do pluck a lot. And over in the app, there's actually 2 different modes. You can see finger style and pick. So you can actually choose if it's a finger style playing that you're wanting to approach, or a pick with a pick. So that's pretty cool. Now I am on a sound that has like, it's a monophonic bass sound by the sounds of it, but if we just go over to a polysynth, so I'm using my fingers to play full chords there. You get the right type of sound. that doesn't blow your head off. I mean, it's a cute little sound. We'll go with that, okay? So here I am plucking with my fingers only, no picks. I've changed the triple play over to finger mode. Now that was my mistake. It is quite a quirky, cute little sound, but you know, you get the idea. It does kind of work, right? Big, massive sounds. Oh, I love a good classic brass sound. So yeah, you can use your fingers with it. Feels like I'm at either a church or a circus. Yeah, I know, it's a weird sound. It's like it's neither here or there, that one, right? So, you know, that's cool, right? Fingers. So maybe we need to change that mode back over for that type of sound to a smooth. Or triggered. Yeah, that works better. Because when I move around that time, it's not re-triggering. So that's why you should definitely install the app and just make sure when you're choosing certain types of sounds that you have the right mode selected just to get the most out of it, really. So guys, thanks again for hanging out, everybody, and all the questions. We will, I'm sure, be catching up with the comments after this. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube after the fact, definitely continue to leave the questions, and we'll do our very best to get over to you guys and answer those questions. Or check us out over on Fishman's Instagram page. They do respond to DMs, I'm sure. I've DM'd them a bunch of times. So yeah, Culture, you're welcome, no problem. So, great stream. Wow, thank you, appreciate it. It's a little bit different for you guys on my Twitch channel. That's normally like just watching me go crazy and getting hyped up and playing shred wave tracks. But I hope it gives you a bit of an insight of like how I actually use triple play, and it's a really, really invaluable tool for me to have around the studio. And I'm going to send that idea that we came up with earlier over to Hutch. I'm going to tell him I played it on a keyboard as well. And he'd be like, oh really? You played it on a keyboard? Cool demo, total guitar hero. Oh, thank you. So guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And I will see you very soon. All right. You're welcome. All right, take care guys. See you next time.